6 p.m. Chad, if you can kick us off, please, with the meeting notice announcement.
The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the rights of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this Act, the Sparta Board of Education has caused notice of the time and place of this meeting to be published in the New Jersey Herald, the Star Ledger, Tap into Sparta, and notice of this meeting has been posted on the Sparta Township School District website.
Thank you, Chad. Barbara, may we have a roll call, please?
Ms. Collier?
Here.
Dr. Hinkle? Here. Dr. Martinez?
Here.
Ms. McMichael? Mr. Morris? Ms. Serafino? Ms. Williams?
Here.
Mr. Wood?
Here.
And Ms. Gagnon?
Present.
Quorum confirmed.
Thank you. If you can join us for the pledge, please. Okay, we will now be convening into closed session, whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, provides for the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas the Sparta Township Board of Education is of the opinion that such circumstances exist to discuss legal and student matters, which are exempt from public participation pursuant to NJPL 1975, Chapter 231, Open Public Meetings Act. Now therefore be it resolved that the Sparta Township Board of Education shall enter executive session on June 12th at 6:03, thank you, Barbara, p.m. The board will reconvene in public session at the conclusion of the executive session. We estimate about an hour. We'll return around 7 o'clock. The information discussed during executive will be disclosed to the public as soon as it is determined by the board that the information is no longer confidential. Motion to close.
Not to close.
Oh, excuse me, not to close, to enter closed session. Thank you, Becca. We're done. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Rocky. Discussion, no. Roll call, please.
Ms. Collier?
Yes.
Dr. Hinkle? Dr. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Wood?
Yes.
And Ms. Gagnon?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
But yeah, and then our girls lost probably like quarterfinals or
That was
semis.
an epic series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun to watch for sure.
UCLA, Tennessee. Oh man, there was such a call.
No.
And you're supposed to cross unassisted, miss home plate by that much. The pressure the team saw it, dived back to step. The play was reviewable, that she went back and played, but not reviewable. But it's teammate sister. So even though we on TV saw the teammate's sister, it should have been taken away. They let it stay, which was the right thing to do. So it was over the fence.
Well, if it's over the fence.
But technically, and
But
they
that's
tied
only
it.
in softball.
Tennessee would have won right then.
You know that in softball, that's the only rule. Baseball, you hit a home run, it's a home run. There's nothing.
Almost like
Yeah.
it was epic though.
See, the problem, I watch softball, I watch the
Good evening. Be it resolved that the Sparta Board of Education closes executive session and enters back into the public portion of the meeting at
7:06.
7:06 PM. May we have a roll call, please?
Ms. Collier?
Here.
Dr. Hinkle? Dr. Martinez?
Here.
Ms. McMichael?
Here.
Mr. Morris? Ms. Serafino? Ms. Williams?
Here.
Mr. Wood?
Here.
And Ms. Gagnon.
Present.
Quorum confirmed.
Thank you so much. No district recognition this evening or presentation, so we're going to move right into the, actually, you know what? Let me just see here. 1 sec. Bear with me one moment. I'm out of it. It's been a long day. Okay, we're going to move on to the student representatives report. Thank you.
Good evening. The Sparta High School girls lacrosse team will be playing they won the state section finals, and they will be playing tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in the state group finals. The finals began today. The seniors graduate on Friday, June 20th. They just had yesterday their senior walk throughout all the elementary schools and middle school, and it went well. Prom was a smashing success, and some members of the senior class took a field trip to Six Flags on June 6th. On behalf of Devin and myself, we would like to sincerely thank the Sparta Board of Education for welcoming us as student representatives for the 24 to 25 school year. Our experience has been wonderful and has allowed us to learn valuable information about our school system. We are incredibly grateful to have been given the opportunity to serve as a voice for the students and are excited to pass the torch on to Hayden Kopko, Jason Caswell, Abby Weisbeck, and other students for the following school year.
Thank you so much. May I have a motion to approve the minutes, please?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Thank you, Rocky. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Michelle needed to, we're going to amend that one, correct?
I'm a yes, with the understanding that my abstentions that I indicated on 1627 and 17:8 for the roll call are under me rather than my colleague, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Duly noted.
Thank you for clarifying that. Moving on to our superintendent's report.
Thank you. Mine's a little longer this time because there's been a big gap between board meetings. On this evening's agenda, you will see an entire resolution dedicated to honoring our student representatives. As this is their last meeting with us, I would like to extend a sincere thank you to Devin and Marin for their time and dedication to this position. This is the third year that boards of education with high schools have been asked to include student representatives on their board. Each year, the position evolves, but one thing remains constant. That is the quality of students that are elected by their peers and asked to serve on our board. It has been a pleasure to get to know and work alongside these two young ladies. I have zero doubt they will be successful in the future as they head off to Montana State and Tennessee. In this month's meeting with the student representatives, I had the pleasure of being introduced to next year's student representatives, two of which are here, who are also model students and present this evening. We will formally approve them in the July or August meeting. Lastly, as the student representative position continues to evolve, Sparta High School will be hosting next year's student reps from across the county for a training provided by the New Jersey School Boards Association in August. I'd like to acknowledge the 2 retirements on this evening's agenda. Tracy Blake, who is a teacher assistant at Sparta High School. She has served the district for 10 years. And Joanne Geis, bus driver for the district, has also served the district for 10 years. So congratulations and thank you to those individuals on their retirement. As many of you saw in an email I sent a few weeks back, our referendum public relations campaign is in full swing. We have been working closely with our communications firm to create a website dedicated to the referendum, social media posts, flyers, and various other communication materials. We have also formed a community communications committee, which will meet next week. We are continuing to finalize the designs and financial figures so that we can begin to share those out as soon as possible as well. On this evening's agenda, you will see a resolution formally confirming our plans for a September 16th, 2025 public referendum vote. On Friday, May 30th, Sparta High School ran a reunification exercise in collaboration with Sparta Police Department, New Jersey State Police, the Sussex County Prosecutor's Office, the Sussex County Sheriff's Office, Newton Police Department, and other agencies. The purpose of the exercise was to simulate an off-site evacuation with select students and a reunification with their parents and guardians. This exercise was the result of months of collaborative planning between our district and the aforementioned agencies. The exercise was successful, and there were valuable lessons learned that can now be used to enhance the county-wide reunification plan that will be utilized by all districts in the county. I would like to thank all the agencies, district staff, students, and parents who participated in the valuable exercise. On this evening's agenda, you will see a resolution to approve the memorandum of agreement between our Board of Education and the Sparta Education Association. I can proudly say that the negotiations process went rather smoothly, as this is the first time the SEA contract has been settled on time in over 25 years. Thank you to all the board members who were involved, our contract attorney from Schenck Price, Joe Roselli, and all of the SEA members who were involved. As the spring athletics season winds down, I will just piggyback on some things that Maren mentioned. Individual and team accomplishments, I should say. Lashem Little, there's a lot here. HWS track MVP, first place NJAC 100 meters, HWS champion 100 meters and 200 meters, Sussex County Invitational champion in 100 meters, and state sectional champion in the 100 meters and 200 meters. Isabella Frattura was the HWS field MVP, first place NJAC javelin, HWS champion javelin, state sectional champion javelin, Group 2 champion javelin, Meet of Champions champion, and Sussex County Invitational champion for javelin. Uma Kowalski scored her 300th goal this season in lacrosse and set a new high school record for goals. Graham Mahoney was the HWS tennis first place singles. Girls lacrosse, as Maren mentioned, are the Group 2 North sectional champions, and they will be playing tomorrow for the Group 2 state title. Lastly, as we look forward to next week's graduation and the end of the school year, I want to thank our Board of Education, administration, teachers, staff, students, and parents for another successful school year. I would also like to wish everyone a happy and safe summer and look forward to another great school year as we return for 25-26.
Thank you so much. Moving on to the board president's report, I have a few things as well. I'd like to thank Maren and Devin for doing a phenomenal job. This is definitely a time commitment, and I think your service is something to be very proud of. So we appreciate having you here. You guys were phenomenal, and we look forward to welcoming Hayden, Jason, and Abby, but they'll have a hard time filling your shoes. So thank you so much. Just to reiterate, it was a very busy month for all of us. We've had academic excellence dinners, scholarship, monogram, National Honor Society induction ceremonies. But with that, I want to recognize everyone and congratulate everyone who was recognized at these various ceremonies and dinners. Also, of course, want to congratulate the class of 2025. And again, we will revisit the rest during the delegate report, so I'll move on from there. Let's see, now we're moving on to, may I have a motion to approve the HIB report, please?
Motion?
Thank you, Rocky. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Becca. May we have a roll call, please? Oh, excuse me, discussion? No need? No discussion? Got it. Roll call, please.
Ms. Collier?
Yes.
Dr. Hinkle? Dr. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. McMichael?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Wood?
Yes.
And Ms. Gagnon?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you so much. Moving on to delegate and liaison reports. Does anyone have anything? No? Okay,
Here, just to jump in.
go for it.
So Dr. Beck was talking about the reunification drill that took place, and I love that at the Sussex ESC meeting, which is, they handle a lot of special education students, and when students go out of district, they're the first option that parents should consider. And they love the drill. They were so unbelievably impressed, and this is the first time that something like this happened in a long time, especially across the state. So I just wanted to let you know that, other districts and other areas really do recognize what we're doing here. So I just wanted to let you know. It's always nice. And additionally, to jump in on a little SEF New Sparta Education Foundation, they have a new event to look out for. It's their fifth annual Cornament. This is going to be on Sunday, August 24th at Station Park, New Jersey. This is a family-friendly cornhole tournament supporting the Sparta Education Foundation, cash prizes for winners, and cornhole board sets for winners under 18. Enjoy music, raffle prizes, and food from a local food truck, and bring chairs, coolers, and sun protection. Now, space is limited, so register early at sefcornament.com and check in with the Scoreholio app. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The only two things I'd like to report out, ideas, the committee did meet this month. It was a very productive meeting. We covered a wide range of topics, some things that'll potentially be on the horizon for the summer. We're looking at some potential social media revisions when it comes to policies and codes of conduct, but just general discussion items, and we're looking forward to reporting out more on those as we have more meetings throughout the summer. And one other thing, our communications ad hoc committee has been hard at work. I know Emily is not here this evening, but she's done a phenomenal job building out a template for a newsletter for our Board of Education and Administration to partner up and basically send monthly updates out to the public so the district can stay aware of the various things that we're accomplishing each month. So we're looking forward to rolling that out. We have a follow-up meeting to finalize that. So hopefully we'll be seeing that in the next month or so. And anyone else? Okay, seeing no one, we'll move on to public comment number 1. Public comments are invited on matters pertaining only to action items at this time. Please state the action item number as well as your name, municipality, and group affiliation if appropriate for the record. Each participant will receive 3 minutes to speak. Once you have had your allotted 3 minutes to speak, you will not be permitted to speak again until public comment number 2. All statements should be directed to me as the presiding officer. The board or administration may or may not respond to any questions or comments after the conclusion of the public participation. Okay, seeing no one, we'll move on. May I have a motion to move items? Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Go ahead. No, not at all. You can go ahead.
Hi, how are you? I'm Michelle Patricchio, Sparta, and also the Sparta Baseball Booster Club president. So I'm back. We had a great season, but I just wanted to say thank you for kickstarting the season for us. I know that there was a lot of things that we came to the board about and that we had concerns about, and just being able to work with you all and and collaborate together definitely helped in making sure that we got a few things that we needed. The mound covers, particularly for the pitching mound and the home plate cover, completely helped us during the wet weather.
I am so sorry to do this to you. Is there
Yeah.
an agenda item that you're speaking to? Only because first public comment is designated for agenda items. I hate to cut you
Oh,
off.
that's okay. That's
I
fine. All right, so-
apologize.
no, that's
I
fine,
really
that's
do.
fine. I didn't
And I
catch that.
apologize for not seeing you come up as well. 'Cause
No,
nothing
fine.
worse than
Okay,
that.
so I'll-
We do, but public comment number 2, we can't wait to hear what you have to say. So I apologize for that tremendously. And I'll make sure I look out for you that time as well. Okay. Anyone else for public comment number 1, agenda items? Okay. Seeing no one, we'll move on. May I please have a motion to move items, personnel and policy items 15.1 through 15.47? Thank you, Rebecca. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Rocky. Discussion. 15.47?
I have 4.8. 4.8.
Going to correct that. 15.1 through 15.48. No, thank you. We'll do that again. Motion to approve?
Motion.
Thank you, Rocky. Second? Thank you, Rebecca. Discussion now. Okay. Seeing none, may we have a roll call, please?
Thank you. Ms. Collier?
Yes to all, but no to 15.43.
I'm sorry, 15.43.
No to 15.43.
Thank you. Dr. Hinkle?
Yes, abstain from 15.26, 15.36, 15.42, and any current and former William Patterson students. Yes to the rest.
Thank you. Dr. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. McMichael?
Yes to all, no to 15.43.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Wood?
Yes.
And Ms. Gagnon?
Yes. Thank you.
Motion's carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was
No, it's okay.
going on my brain a minute.
Appreciate it. Okay, moving on to curriculum instruction and special services, items 16.1 through 16.12. Make sure I have that right. Yes, I do. Okay, 16.12. Motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Rocky. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Chad. Discussion.
All right, just a quick update for curriculum. We're continuing to develop our sustainability plan over the summer with teacher-led work groups supported by Title II funding. And a lot of these work groups are almost like teacher advocated for, so they really want the training, which is really, really nice to see, especially from the teacher end. And some of our end-of-the-year data reviews have begun and wrapped up in each building, helping us to guide and plan for the next year and how to support students adequately for the months ahead. The summer extended learning program enrollment has started and remains a little lower than we hoped, so we're discussing ways to boost participation and we have to do a little bit of a rebrand because summer ELP may not be the most exciting, so we're going to have to see. And finally, we are reviewing the district calendar for the 2025-2026 school year to avoid conflicts with AP testing. So that's all I have for this evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Roll call, please.
Ms. Collier?
Yes.
Dr. Hinkle? Dr. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. McMichael?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Wood?
Yes.
Ms. Gagnon?
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Thank you so much. Moving on to finance, may I have a motion to move items 17.1 through 17.44?
Motion.
Thank you, Rocky. Second?
Second.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Lauren. Discussion, please.
Yes, there's two things I'd like to point out. First one is we have added the Sparta Independent to electronic notifications. So there'll be two sources. There'll be the Sparta Independent and Tap Into. And the second one is we are resolving to give Price Shank an extension for a year with the understanding that there's an exit clause so the board can make a change. This change has nothing to do with the performance. It's just, it's been 5 years and it's good board governance to review vendors every chunk of time. So, what? Yes. I'm doing corporate talk, I'm sorry. Those are the only two things I want to highlight. There's a lot of good stuff here. Very busy. We had a long layover, but those are the two main things that we wanted, or I would like to call out as the committee chair.
And I'm sorry, if I could just highlight something, because I've neglected to put it into my superintendent report. Just wanted to draw attention to 17.42, which is donations. Of course, the Sparta Boys Lacrosse Team Booster Club, thank you for that donation. The Sparta Benevolent Society reached out to administration, reached out to me, actually, and said, hey, we're looking to help the school district. Is there anything we can do in particular? So what I did was I went to the administrative team and said, hey, SBS wants to help out. Do we have any special areas where we want to help out? And our supervisor of social studies and world language, Dr. Buchanan, responded and I pushed it forward to the SBS. Our ELL students had the opportunity to go on a field trip to the Turtleback Zoo, and we just were looking for a little bit of assistance with funding with that. And as soon as we presented that to the SBS, they jumped right on it immediately, and they were nothing but great about that. And they want to help in the future too with our students and with the ELL students. Students went on the field trip to Turtleback Zoo. They came back. Got a very nice thank you from the teacher, but even better, got a whole list of thank yous written by the students themselves for their experience at the Turtleback Zoo, which was really, really great. So thank you to SBS specifically for that.
Yeah, and just to add to that as well, we saw Dr. Buchanan at the beginning of Ideas, if I'm not mistaken. He was leaving the room and mentioned that specifically, how wonderful the trip was and how well received it was. So thank you for organizing it, and of course, thank you to the Sparta Benevolent Society for offering such a generous donation. One other item I would just like to highlight, 17.44. I know, Dr. Beck, you touched on this already. We are so proud to be able to say that we have settled our contracts in record time. This was a collaborative endeavor. I think that we are walking away with a fair and responsible solution that everyone can be really proud of. So I just want to thank Dr. Martinez, Kurt, who's not here, and obviously we worked together in negotiations. I'd also like to thank Dr. Beck and Ms. Decker, every day. Thank you so much. You guys came to every meeting there was, and it really showed. And also, Joe Roselli did a phenomenal job. So all in all, of course, the stakeholders who met us at that table and negotiated until sometimes wee hours of the night, we appreciate you, and we hope that you're as proud as we are too. So thank you so much. And with that, we will have a roll call unless there's further discussion.
Sorry, Caitlin, I just have one more
Yes,
item.
please, go ahead.
Thank you for mentioning the Benevolent Society, and I wanted to call attention to 17.13. We are appointing another school physician tonight with Atlantic Health, but we do want to express our condolences as a board to Dr. Hoyle's family. She passed away after serving our district for several years, and we honor her service to our district, and we wish her family the very best and are thinking of her.
Well said. Thank you. Anyone else? Discussion? Okay, with that, we'll have a roll call.
Ms. Collier,
Yes.
Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Martinez,
Yes.
Ms. McMichael,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Wood,
Yes.
and Ms. Gagnon.
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Thank you so much. Moving on to operations. May I have a motion to move items 18.1 through 18.22?
Motion.
Thank you, Lauren. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Rebecca. Discussion. One other thing I know Dr. Beck already did, but we want to again draw attention to 18.21, which is our student representative recognition. Thank you again for everything you guys have done for us, Marin and Devin. And with that, no other discussion. Roll call, please, Joanne. Oh my goodness. I'm on 2 hours of sleep. Please forgive me, Barbara. I called you Joanne again. I called you Ms. Becker and Joanne. I'm sorry. Okay, roll call, Barbara, please, and thank you.
Ms. Collier,
Yes.
Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Martinez.
Yes.
Ms. Serafino, I'm sorry, absent. Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Wood,
Yes.
and Ms. Gagnon.
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Thank you so much, Barbara.
Barbara, you forgot to call my name. I don't know if that's it.
Oh,
I just realized that.
It's
Ms.
okay.
McMichael,
I'm a yes as well.
thank you so much, and I apologize. Motion's carried.
moving on to renewals. May I please have a motion to move items 19.1 through 19.44?
Motion.
Thank you, Lauren. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Rebecca. Discussion? I think this is motion. Yep. Okay, no discussion. Let's move on to roll call, please.
Ms. Collier,
Yes.
Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Martinez.
Yes.
Ms. McMichael. Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Wood,
Yes.
Ms. Gagnon.
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Thank you so much. Moving on to old business. Does anyone have anything for old business they care to discuss? Okay, new business? No? Okay, in that case, we'll move on to public comment number 2. The board uses the second public comment period to invite comments on all matters pertaining to the school district. Please state your name, municipality, and group affiliation if appropriate for the record. Each participant will receive 3 minutes to speak. Once you have had your allotted 3 minutes to speak, you will not be permitted to speak again. All statements should be directed to me as the presiding officer. The board or administration may or may not respond to any questions or comments after the conclusion of the public participation. I was going to make sure you're first. Thank you so much.
It's okay, take 2. All right, so let me just start again and say thank you for kickstarting our season for the Sparta baseball team. Michelle Patricchio, Sparta Baseball Booster Club president. If it wasn't for the efforts that we brought forth and that you all put forth as well, we wouldn't have had the mound cover. We wouldn't have had the home plate cover. We were able to work together with the athletic director and, all the higher ups and start to make things happen. Unfortunately, it kind of stalled there. We hit some really terrible weather this season. The field's still suffering from, terrible weather conditions and the drainage issues. There are some unsafe conditions on the field, which kind of stops us from playing, or stops the boys from playing their games and moving forward, unfortunately. We still had problems with the backstop issue. There seem to have been some estimates that were said to be in progress, but those estimates never came about. I'm not sure if estimates were even being done. Which brings me back to the idea that, we proposed early on that the board, the Booster Club would like to work with the school again to meet halfway to purchase a turtle. A lot of the programs that the team faced at other locations, their opponents, all have turtles on their fields. A turtle is an enclosed cage, if you're not sure. It's an enclosed cage. It's portable, movable. It's supposed to be for outdoor use, and it's supposed to just help mitigate the foul ball situation, because once those foul balls go out into the swamp, we have no access to them. The kids can't go back out there into the area because there's a huge tick problem, and it's just, once the ball's gone, it's gone. So there's no way to retrieve balls back again, and then the program is spending more and more money on balls that just goes to waste. So we want to just try to help maybe get ahead of that. However, this also brings me to the point that, this field is being used for multi-use. And one of the things that we keep talking about, and it keeps coming back around, is the possibility of turf. To really open the opportunity to a multi-use field, and not just for baseball, but for other programs, especially now that we're finding out that the baseball program is going to be growing. We're hearing very much from the Little League programs that are feeding into our schools that we're going to have a pretty decent-sized freshman program, which means that we're going to have freshmen, JV, and your varsity team. And this isn't just baseball, the baseball program. We're hearing this about the lacrosse teams. We're hearing about the softball teams, that the programs are going to be growing more and more, and that we're having bigger groups that are going to be coming in. So having a multi-use facility would really benefit the school itself and the programs that are being fed into. So I just wanted to say thanks again. We really appreciate your help. And again, I would really love to go forward working together and making things happen. And hope for a great summer. Thank you.
Thank you for your patience.
Good evening. My name is Angela DeLucia, and I am the very proud president of the Sussex County Education Association and Sparta Education Association. As we approach the end of another school year, I want to take a moment on behalf of the SEA to recognize some of the highlights and express our sincere gratitude. First, we're incredibly proud of our robotics teams that represented our district on the world stage. Their success speaks to the talent of our students and the dedication of our staff. In the arts, the SHS Art Gala was an inspiring showcase of student creativity and a testament to the power of arts education, guided by our passionate educators. At our high school, Danielle Kopp and the National Honor Society organized a successful blood drive, modeling the spirit of service we strive to instill in our students. Our athletics teams continue to have outstanding seasons, and we thank the coaches, teachers, and staff who support our student athletes year-round. The Align program led successful walks for mental health awareness, reminding us how vital wellness is to academic and personal success. And we proudly recognize Keith Hannum of Mohawk Avenue School as the SEA Educational Support Professional of the Year for his outstanding contributions to our school community. And this year, in a major milestone, the SEA and the board reached a contract agreement before expiration, something that has not happened in decades. We're grateful for the respect and collaboration from the board, and we also thank Dr. Beck and Mrs. Decker for their voices at the table and their recognition of our work. Finally, we honor our retirees, a remarkable group who together represent hundreds of years of service to Sparta. Their impact will be felt for generations. Kim Nab, Deb Giannuzzi, Rachel Hendrickson-Prail, Ruth Ann Gunter, Mary Hildebrand, Margaret Trum, Stacy Williams, Lisa Kaplan, Angela Feldman, Roseanne Greiner, Suzanne LaBelle, Joanne Chupon, Melissa Bandel, and Tracy Blake. Thank you for your continued partnership. It's been a year of meaningful progress, and we look forward to what we can achieve together in the year ahead. Have a wonderful summer.
Okay, anyone else? Got it. Moving on for the good of the order. Anyone have anything?
I do. I know we spoke about a few of them already, but I just wanted to call attention just to some of the great traditions that we've had this year in Sparta, just with the continuing of the Academic Excellence Dinner, honoring the top 10 students, and seeing the prestigious programs that they're continuing on to. So incredibly proud of the class and excited to see them graduate next week and wish them all the very best. I love that it's just a distinctly Spartan tradition, and for those that don't know that might be listening, it gives the opportunity for our highest achieving students in district to be able to thank a teacher that made its meaningful impact on their educational career, and then the teacher also gets to share their regards back to the student, and it's just beautiful to watch. I love seeing the families get to participate, and we've heard great feedback, so I just am so proud that our district does that. I give my thanks to Dr. Giannuzzi, who I was in high school when she was there, and she was honored at her last concert with a proclamation from Sparta's very own alumni and Assemblyman Mike Ganamort from District 24. So that was pretty cool that the entire New Jersey Assembly honored her service to music education. And the spring concerts were just beautiful. I thank all of the students and their families and the amazing educators that were part of that. Finally, something that was especially meaningful last night at the scholarship dinner was the inaugural scholarship from Mrs. Shepard and from her family. And we walked through a devastating loss of losing her that we will feel forever, really, by the families. And listening to Miss Spence speak about her friend and colleague, and watching her husband be very brave to stand there and offer this scholarship in her memory when we so wish she could still be in our classroom, was deeply moving. And the student that received the scholarship was Brooks Lander, and they put a quote from her that said, "This isn't who wants to be a teacher." And she said, "This isn't just a career goal, it's a calling. And with the support of this scholarship, I'll continue pursuing my dream of becoming the kind of teacher who changes lives, not just through academics, but through compassion, presence, and hope. It's a promise I'm making to the kid I was and to every student I'll ever teach." And it was beautiful, and it speaks to the support that we give to our students. And I'm proud of the work of this board and the administration to give support to every student. It was really beautiful to hear that last night, and to hear how her memory will go on in an upcoming educator. So I just wanted to share that with you all. And have a great summer.
Thank you so much. Anyone else for the good of the order?
I would just like to wish a congratulations to the class of 2025 and wish the families and students and the staff a wonderful summer. And that's it.
Thank you so much. Anyone else? Okay, in that case, we will now convene into closed session. Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, provides for the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas the Sparta Township Board of Education is of the opinion that such circumstances exist to discuss our CSA evaluation, which is exempt from public participation pursuant to New Jersey Public Law 1975, Chapter 231, Open Public Meetings Act. Therefore, be it resolved that the Sparta Township Board of Education shall enter executive session on June 12th at 7:40 p.m. Thank you, Barbara. The board will reconvene in public session at the conclusion of the executive session. No action will be taken. And the information discussed during executive will be disclosed to the public as soon as it is determined by the board that the information is no longer confidential. May I have a motion to convene into closed session? Thank you, Rebecca. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Lauren. Discussion not needed. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you.